Oh, we're here and I'm on the wrong throne. All right. Well, I'll just stall until I have enough time to fix that. All right, good morning everybody. We're here to continue Persona 5 Royal. We are in the depths of Mementos and probably have some really cool things happening. So I'm going to go with, I know I've been rocking the Mementos background for a little bit, but I'm going to do the Velvet Room today. Oh, there we go, just like that. Yes, let's connect. Let's get the Thieves Guild going. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend. Let's get something going on in the chat here. Yep, we're going into Mementos. So last time I paused it at 2 hours into the stream. We got through some of the puzzle rooms and it seemed like something might be about to happen right in the next room. So that's where we stopped. Who is in my party? Got Morgana, Anne, and Haru. Wind, Fire, Sai. That should be fine.
Let's go.
Let's go. The 2 red areas on the... Yeah, you know what? Let's clear the map out. That's something I'm all about as a player. So let's do it.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, I have the wrong run button. All the different games that I'm playing have a different run button.
Don't rush this.
Come!
Ooh, you can hit their weakness.
Ravish them!
Look at them. Don't beat 2 enemies. All right, onto the next, kiddo.
Yeah, let's just physical him down. Oh! Thor, join my party. That's pretty cool, right? Level 64 Chariot. We'll have him take the place of level 52 Emperor.
One, isn't it?
Wow, that's so cool. The Norse god of thunder. Yeah, this is just a chest.
Hey.
I can feel it.
Well, now the map's filled in. And even more importantly, I remembered my run button.
The hell is this?
It's huge. I didn't realize such a gigantic place existed here. Is this where everyone's treasure is held? Yeah, that should be the case.
But this ominously bizarre air about it. It almost feels like a temple of sorts. Although...
Look, there's no point freaking out now. Come on, let's go.
All of the lines of consciousness are going down into the top of that structure. Oh man. And that was probably a point of no return. Oh no, you can return. I can't see how. Look at that. 2 hands. kind of being held up in worship. But remember, this is the collective unconscious for the entire nation. So it kind of makes sense that we'd be entering something like that.
The hell?
Good morning, T-Lop. I'm glad you're here to
Maybe
see
they're all-
this.
Are these all prison cells?
And what's that thing in the middle?
Whatever it is, it looks disgustingly grand.
There are no other passages leading out of this room. It appears this is our final destination. The depths of mementos.
In that case, is the treasure memento somewhere in here? I think you're right. I've never been here, but I can sense it.
And who are the
There's no
people
mistaking that presence.
locked up here in the
Get rid of it.
core? That's fascinating to me.
If we get rid of it, the public should come to its senses.
But something that large will be impossible to carry out of here.
We just gotta make it disappear, right? If we can't move it, then we'll just have to destroy it.
Yeah, that will work.
Once we do that, the entire metaverse is going to disappear, right? This is finally it.
Oh, I guess it's no surprise we've been discovered. That thing isn't gonna sit
The
back and let
ominous
itself get destroyed.
Even the inmates are starting to liven up. How eerie. They're planning something.
That must mean this thing's gotta be the treasure. It saved us the trouble of checking.
Hold on. Something's off. Shido said the masses are allowing themselves to be held captive here. Could they truly be operating this gigantic system that eliminates
That's an
intruders on its
interesting
own?
point, T-Lop.
Prison guards and soldiers were very organized too.
Are you trying to say that someone else rules this place? Is it not the public?
What was that?
We don't have time to worry about that. Leave it
You
for
also
later.
see at the top of
Alright,
this
guys. We better not
structure,
lose now.
all of the lines from mementos are feeding into the top of the cup.
Let's hurry up and destroy this thing. Everyone, give it your all. All right, let's do it.
Those lines are like the beliefs of the nation. That is the cup. So in the guides to this game, they refer to this as the Holy Grail that we're fighting.
Persona!
Wind did 1,000 damage.
Eat this!
1,100. Lots of things are doing 1,000 damage. That's great. Yeah, they're calling it the Holy Grail. Oh. Full heal.
What was that? What are you doing to our Holy Grail? Don't tell me. Are the inmates giving it their strength?
Damn it! This is never gonna end!
It seems hopeless if there are this many inmates supporting it.
You fools, human, yet wishing to eradicate the desires of humanity.
Who's that?
Repent!
The treasure's talking.
I am revered as the granter of dreams for all who behold me. A being most commonly known as the Holy Grail.
The godlike
The Holy
voice.
Grail.
The prison of regression is representative of the collective desires of humanity. They wish to be chained down, surrender their cognition, and neglect the world around them. These feeble-minded common folk will make your social reform all for naught. The shared heart of the masses has fallen into an excess of indolence and transformed into a prison.
Remember that conversation I had a couple streams ago about how most people don't actually want to work hard, they want to be passively comfortable?
They wished for themselves.
Get ready. Here it comes.
That's what the Holy Grail is saying. So, the concept of the Holy Grail being that one item that all of our faith can rely on
Damn that thing. Let's
is
bring
not
it for
in
sure
itself
this
a
time.
bad concept. But when you have an item like that, it makes faith a belief system that's more like paint by numbers. So just because you can do a paint by numbers doesn't mean you are an artist. Just because you have a faith that's anchored into religious principles doesn't mean you are spiritual.
How's this?
And I think that it's important to remember this is not a real Holy Grail. This is a Holy Grail at the core of the collective unconsciousness that is all of society. Oh man.
No. Did it heal again? We can't lose. Keep attacking. Huh? Wait. It's color.
So, it's not so much that we're having a problem with the faith itself in the Holy Grail. We're having a problem with the way society is adhering to it. So people who... Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. People who don't read very many books about how religion operates, and people who do read a lot of books about how religion operates are probably going to be really upset at the way I'm describing this, because I'm describing this only from a psychological, sociological angle. But
Not again.
when you have a religious system that people
Every time
adhere
that thing
to
heals, its color changes.
without creative thought to implement it into their own life, what you get is a set of empty principles. It's a bastardized religion instead of one that represents the optimization of humanity's best qualities. And Mementos is really a bastardization of this society. It is, in its very nature, it is a concept that is ruined within itself. It's the subway, which is convenient, efficient transportation to get human beings from their starting point to where they need to be. And yet, this hell world... Oh, here we go. It's gold.
If this is really how people feel, there's no way we'll be able to steal their hearts. We've come here for nothing. This is horrible.
You imbeciles are intoxicated by an undesired justice. This is the will of the children of man who have fallen into sloth. My shine is proof that they desire my existence. As long as humanity yearns for me, I shall never perish.
Is this really what everyone wants? Stop thinking and be guided by the Holy Grail?
It's too bad, but yes, Makoto, that is what everyone wants.
Yes. It's so frustrating. It makes me want to cry. But I will never agree.
Captain Fenu!
You aren't like that.
Thanks for bringing the people.
No matter
Good
how
morning.
painful reality is, it It's
How are
all
you
over if you
doing?
don't try to change how things are. I'm not the only one who believes that. Everyone here agrees. We don't want to turn back into the people we used to be. That's why we risked our lives coming here.
Mona-chan. He's right.
Humanity already wishes for their distortions to be actualized. I am merely the being that will ultimately grant those wishes. Now, it is time I refrain from my place in this world and begin to encroach upon reality itself.
Wow.
That's a load of shit!
So,
Encroach?
that one line,
What is
I
it
could
gonna
probably
do?
talk about it for 20
Hey,
minutes.
this doesn't look good.
It's time to refrain from my place in society and focus on encroaching on the reality of this
I don't
world.
know what you are, but you can't keep arbitrarily deciding all this
Sheris!
on your own.
Good
These
morning!
aren't all stupid like you say they are.
Indolent, foolish humans, you shall offer your hearts to me.
It's so good to see everyone this morning. You're here just in time for the spoiler stream. This is the original ending.
Now, the time for the future.
And I was just waxing philosophical about
Hey,
what it means to fight the Holy Grail.
Vanishing?
hell no.
But that one little insight that we're not fighting the Holy Grail. We're fighting the Holy Grail as it exists in the collective unconscious. You are mine.
No way. I see. So that's how it was. I remember everything now.
Oh, Morgana's memories.
Ow.
Wow, we got kicked out.
Is everyone okay?
Of course we are.
Oh, hey! Our clothes are back to normal. Look! Huh? Shibuya?
We're back.
We didn't come back ourselves, though. We must have been driven out by the Holy Grail.
Right.
Did
So,
we lose?
people who are inclined to be... Okay, did we lose? Yes, it would seem we did lose. But it's okay.
Right.
It's a well-known fact that people who play video games are losing 80% of the time that they play. So, anime time!
Mementos here in Shibuya? Is this what it meant by the fusion?
It's okay, Sheris. There are people who play all their games just on story mode and have enough talent to not lose hardly at all. So that brings the percentage lower. Oh my goodness.
God, how come they're not seeing any of this at all?
Because they haven't become friends with the leader of the Phantom Thieves. Your eyes are open. Their eyes are not.
I think this would happen.
That's an interesting commentary too, that people who are blindly following the Holy Grail that's in the collective unconscious cannot see the corruptions in the world.
The hell is this? What's going on? Kaoru!
That's how achievement works too. So
Is this scenery?
we have, in this game, you learn from the counselor the skill flow.
Possible.
And flow is actually a really important concept in what I do.
Seriously.
You have x-axis and y-axis. On the y-axis, you have the challenge,
What the-
and on the x-axis,
this
you
pink
have the
stuff?
skill. If those are in perfect alignment, you have this channel that goes up the 45-degree angle called the flow channel.
Something wrong is
And what that
happening to the world.
means is the skill of the player is balanced with the challenge of the task.
What's going on here?
And that is one of the most enjoyable
What the hell's happening here?
moments in any activity, whether it's rock climbing,
can't
chess,
believe this.
volleyball, playing a
Why is
musical
everyone
instrument,
acting normal? Don't they
video
see
games, dancing.
this? I hope those kids are safe.
If the challenge is too low and your skill's over here,
This isn't a world
we end up
inside a
bored,
game, right?
right? That's what happens if you're
Everyone
beneath the
else
flow
isn't seeing
channel.
this?
Man, what great weather. Want to go for a drive?
Hello. Yes, it's about tomorrow's preliminary meeting.
The announcement for the new smartphones tonight.
Games like Dark Souls are actually designed so that
Oh,
people
man.
who are
Even that
bored
brings
by
back
easy
memories.
games
I
can
feel
still
so
achieve
dumb
their
for even
flow.
believing they existed.
That
There's one
game,
news,
those
though.
games exist
Well,
to
I doubt
create
anyone believes
an
they're alive
immense
anymore.
challenge. So instead of
Why
45
isn't anyone
degrees,
noticing this
the
abnormality?
flow channel
It's probably
is
because they
flattened.
don't feel that
So it's more
hard.
like a 12-degree angle off the x-axis. So you need a much higher skill
Oh,
to enjoy that game.
Uzi.
Assuming that enjoyment is the same as success.
Grab on. Anchan?
Oh man, we're getting headaches.
Is this by the whole
Chat, you guys are on fire. I don't normally talk through the cutscenes in this game.
That son of a bitch! God damn it! What's this creepy ass shit about? Ah!
So if you take the literal purpose
My hand!
of GD, Ryuji just asked God to condemn the Holy Grail,
can't be real, right?
which is,
Happening to us.
you know, a lot of people don't think literally about curse words, but I think that that's really an interesting choice of curse
This isn't my doing.
to direct at the Holy Grail.
To disappear from the people's cognition.
That damn voice.
Mementos and reality have become one. Thus those who have disappeared from cognition cannot exist anywhere.
But you can also assume, since Ryuji is in constant opposition with Mementos, Mementos is not real. It is only real because of the population. If you believe God is real,
Where did we?
God would exist outside of that construct.
Is this all my fault? Because I brought you all there?
I feel like somebody many planets away just went, it's not your fault.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. The mission's a failure.
So, this is really sad. I need a friend. So, we got the party parrot. Just so everyone can smile. Oh, it barely even fits in my webcam.
Your rehabilitation was
That's
not
so
carried
weird.
through. It appears
I don't like that one.
I have overestimated you.
I'll try again later. Where did my teammates go? That's me right there. If I were in this situation, I am pretty sure I would be able to understand what happened but I would be concerned about where are my friends.
You incompetent prisoner! The assistance that we provided was all for naught.
Humans are more apathetic, and more foolish than I had thought them to be. The world will soon see its ruin.
I would probably ask about, is this death?
You have lost the game. You
No.
were meant to bring change to mankind as a trickster, but it seems that was too much for you. In accordance to the game's rules, the defeated must pay a price. Your life is forfeit. I sentence you to be executed.
Executed?
God's decree is absolute. My experiment has come to
It's
naught.
so good, Sheris.
Everything is over. Grant that man a swift death.
If that's what our master wishes. It just means that you weren't an upstanding prisoner. That may be true, but...
What is the matter? Carry out his sentence at once.
Are we really going
The
to
thing
kill
is,
him?
we didn't even lose
Don't
the
falter
fight.
now. It's all his fault for losing the game. All right, inmate. We now proceed to the execution of your sentence.
Oh, look at this. What am I doing?
How
Ooh.
insolent.
I just
The
broke
people
out of
still
my
show
cell.
rebellious will after all that. Ready, Justine? If our master orders so, then it cannot be helped. Let us show our strength to this prisoner who just doesn't know when to give up. Understood. Death to the criminal.
Oh my gosh. I'm fighting the Twin Wardens. And Igor is like their manager, standing ringside.
One's final moments should be spent in good grace. How's this? Take this. This power. Caroline, it's as I thought.
What's the matter?
I told you not to falter. Are you going against our master's orders? Eat this.
What?
Here goes.
Oh my gosh, I'm down to 1 HP and I can't even
This isn't
move.
right. Our duty isn't to kill him. Caroline! What gives? Why am I doubting myself? Is there
I don't think
another
so.
duty left to us?
I believe I ordered his execution.
Master, have you forsaken humanity? We are wardens, those who rehabilitate prisoners.
What?
Something speaks to me in my mind. Our true duty is not to kill.
Not to kill prisoners, but they have decapitated hundreds of personas based on me asking them to.
Please, help.
Who are you?
Yes, we are those who wish for true rehabilitation. We are not executioners. That is the truth we had forgotten. We've decided. We will not forsake humanity. Your right eye and my left. It's as if they're the same, yet mirrored.
Now is the time for our wish to be realized.
I finally remember how we were torn apart.
Torn apart?
We were originally one. Yet we were torn asunder into halves by malevolent intent.
Oh.
So we were captives, same as you. To think we'd learn that truth from a prisoner. Let us reclaim our true form. Hey, we'll give you your last job. Be thankful and obey. You must fuse us together with your own hands.
That'll turn you back?
It's time you return the favor for us assisting with your growth. Do it with care. Now, fuse us!
Time to save you. So, Cap, alright. The question of, is a persona its own by drawing on the person that is the persona for? So, within me, I'm just going to use me as an example because that's the person I know the best. I have many different roles that I play for people. For some people, I'm their counselor. For others, I'm a streamer they watch. And for others, I'm their teacher in a classroom.
My name?
Then for others,
I was torn apart.
I'm part
by
of their
malevolent
family.
will and took the form of
Their
those
parent,
twins.
their
I sought
spouse.
help before my body was split in two.
So could those things
If
in
we lose
themselves
you, the
be
path to the
complete
Holy Grail will forever be closed.
personage, right? A persona, right?
That's why you must recall the truth once
There are
more.
things that I do
And I
that
beg
are
of you,
similar across
please
all
save
roles,
us.
which
I
means
believed in you.
I
knew
am
that you would make it
complete
thus
through
far.
the use of the persona.
And to the scoundrel who has swindled my master's name, your lies shall work no longer now that my sight has been restored.
The game isn't over yet. Whether the human world is left as is, or destroyed and rebuilt, it is all...
Fuse me again.
Be careful.
If you aren't Igor, then who are you?
Put it into words that you can comprehend. I am the Holy Grail that grants wishes. No, it may be more accurate to say that I am a god who responds to desire and holds dominion over man. I hoped seeing a righteous thief vanquish evil would spur mankind to change their own indolent hearts. However, the result is, as you know, the masses have made it so none of it has transpired. Humans should be met with ruin. You brought forth that answer. But to be frank, inmate, I believe it may be worth re-evaluating you. A human has reached the Holy Grail and has seen through my true
So,
identity.
if we take this message, right, that I created a phantom thief to save humanity, and humanity has decided it didn't even happen. That is a chosen hero salvation narrative.
Thou art I.
Oh, I am thou,
hast
thou
turned
art I.
thou into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the fool, granting thee
infinite power.
Rank 10.
All right. All right.
Vishnu.
Perhaps observing you a while longer may prove amusing. I shall grant you an opportunity to make a deal with me.
No deal.
Should you wish it, I shall return the world to its prior state, one rampant with distorted masses.
You forcefully dragged him into the metaverse and imposed an ordeal he did not deserve. Yet you still intend on toying with him?
The Phantom Thieves will be praised and gain fame. The world will escape ruin as well. What say you?
I did. Okay, so what is happening is we're being offered fame and notoriety in exchange for our soul. I refuse that deal.
Well said.
Such irredeemable foolishness. You choose death for yourself.
Although there are many institutions that have chosen to take that deal.
Master!
Oh my.
That's the original
It's
voice.
been quite a while since I last stepped foot in this place. Welcome to the Velvet Room. My name is Igor. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
He doesn't even know me.
He is the rightful master of this Velvet Room, the true aid on your journey.
It may be difficult for you to understand this all
Yes.
at once.
It is.
If I were to summarize
Whatever the purest force
fate
of
has
evil
left,
and
the
distorted
real
desire
has
would be,
returned.
that is this Holy Grail.
Indeed.
My master has returned, and you won against that malevolent god's temptation. Thus, you may be able to
This
save
whole
world that
game
headed
is
towards certain
a
ruin. However, it will prove difficult to
Diatribe
win
against
you with your power
things
alone.
that should be great becoming the worst of itself. A gym teacher who abuses their sports team and preys on younger girls. A teacher who stifles the growth of their student.
You must release your teammates, with whom you've shared your conviction.
One who grants hope to the fallen. Igor, you know,
This place exists between dream and reality.
Being
mind
switched
and
out.
matter.
for a nihilistic predator
They have not
at the core of a
necessarily
faith
expired
system.
yet. Just as you were trapped here, they should be confined somewhere as well. Since you've deepened your bond with them, I am certain you can release them. Once they, the Phantom Thieves, are all gathered here, we will tell you everything.
Now go forth to the people whom you should be facing the truth with.
Okay, so just to gratify everything, this is what I have. Everything is maxed. We are good to move forward. Futaba!
Oh, Joker. I'm relieved. Looks like we're both still alive.
I'm glad you're safe.
Am I really safe, though? Shibuya. What happened? And where are we?
Somewhere safe.
I see.
I can't just say we're in the Velvet Room.
guess
They'll
my
be
fears
like,
turned out
what
to be
is
true.
that?
The real world is a scary place. Pain like this can never reach you if you keep yourself cooped up indoors. Who am I to think I can tell the people what to do? I mean, I used to be a shut-in myself. Damn it. I just want to go home. But even that would be tough now. Giving up would be too painful. You know, I think I've changed. I don't know when it happened, but I can't let people suffer like this, even if I don't know them personally.
Follow your feelings.
Honestly, this all seems like a bit too much, but...
You know what to do.
I've known the right answer from the very beginning. I don't want to run away from this. I ran from my mom's death for so long. I misunderstood it. Everything was just too painful for me to handle. But I never want to be left in the dark again. That's probably why my persona is a little bit special. Because I want to learn the truth. That's how I really feel. Well, I've come this far.
You know,
I'll
it's...
follow you wherever you go, on my own 2 feet.
Look at that. It's not a song from this
You have
game,
such a strong
but
heart,
Persona
Joker.
4's song Reach
You
Out
saved
to the
me yet
Truth,
again. Thanks.
which is like
I'm
their
so
banner
happy.
song.
So much that I can't
from
even
their
express it
soundtrack.
in my normal words.
It's one of my favorite songs,
We're
not
going
just
up
in video
against a god.
games.
I couldn't even leave my own room before.
I would
Now,
listen to
I'm
that
gonna
song
beat a
every
god.
single day.
I'm so pumped. And wait a sec. I just noticed I got out of here on my own. Ta-da! A real jailbreak.
Yeah, Persona 4 is next, since it came out on Steam. P4G. Break time's over.
Whoa, you're quick to act. That's what makes you dependable. All right, time to get back at it. Hey.
It seems they are.
Yep.
Alright, let's find 6 or 7 other people. Have meaningful conversations with all of them. And then we have a cup to empty.
Joker, what a relief. You're safe.
Come with me. If you want to live.
By the way, why have you remained in your Phantom Thief attire while I'm back in regular clothes? Could this mean that the will of rebellion is no longer within me? That may be true. We have to fight that Holy Grail again, correct? Could you imagine defeating it, Joker? That monster has the support of the masses. And with
Kitty
it,
attack!
nearly an infinite amount of power. No matter which way I approach the subject in my head, nothing points to our victory.
I don't know.
I think I finally, genuinely understand the pain my father and my sister were burdened with. Victory
Yeah,
against
there you
a
go,
single
Captain
criminal
Fenu.
is meaningless. The true enemy is
You got
society
it.
itself. And even against that foe, you still have to try to somehow emerge victorious. I don't know what to do.
Believe in yourself. Oh, I could have gone with the Friends theme song.
In
Nope.
myself?
Believe in yourself. That's more what I would say.
You got me. Regardless, this isn't a situation with a straightforward answer. But even if there is no clear solution, I'll just have to make one. With my own 2 hands. Before you guys came along, my life was defined by rules. set on a path of someone else's choosing. But only a true loser would live such a rigid life. I will win. Even if it means going up against the entire world.
All right. Got Makoto back.
I'm okay. My resolve was shaken, but it's stronger now. I want the people of the world to see what you've shown me.
Break time's over.
Right. Thank you. Having teammates you can trust is a great feeling. Shall we go? We can't let our last big job end in failure. Hey.
Yeah, I think so. For this playthrough, I did the relationship path with every single person possible. We can thank Scrubland Shad for that. I'm sure he loves being credited with that. I don't know. I like Anne.
Joker, as I expected, you
I
appear
like
to be
her
safe.
development of
However,
self-confidence. I also like
where exactly
Futaba.
are we?
You seem to be okay.
Yes. Sorry to have worried you. At first, I was surprised to see the masses chained in a prison. Yet, here I am as well, considering the state of the real world. It is hard to say that we were even remotely helpful. This situation... Can we truly handle such horrid circumstances? All the Phantom Thieves can do is change the hearts of others. However, the world outside has become a veritable hell. Nothing within our power can fix that. I believe I feel more
I don't
powerless
like the
than anything.
politician. I
The
think
people
his
of this
story
world
is
desired their enslavement.
a
That is
snore
all.
fest.
They screamed at us for attacking the Holy Grail, defended it. Even the criminals whose hearts we changed became meek followers of the Holy Grail because of us. Were we truly that foolish? Risking our lives for a result nobody desired.
What about your justice?
My justice. I see. Not that for someone else, but one strictly for myself. When we first met, you continued to impose yourselves on me, no matter how much I pushed you away. I will forever treasure what you did for me. Very well. Just as art is meant to break boundaries, people should be saved even if they frown upon it. I won't allow the
I will
justice I
save you
believe in to be
against your
shaken
own
any
will.
further. Allow me to thank
That's
you,
you,
Joker.
Skaze.
Being by your side truly gives rise to the greatest ideas.
We should get moving.
Ah, yes.
So
We
which
cannot
is the
afford to
most
leave reality in the hellish
unjust?
state it's currently in. I will make use of my role as an artist and paint over the
Well, due to
distortions
the
of society.
escalation,
Well then, time to go and see this through. I'll witness with my own two eyes that this world isn't bound by some holy grail.
so those of you who've been watching me a lot, I've been reading Joseph Campbell's The Power of Myth a lot. Okay? So I'm in that space where metaphysical concepts
We'll be
are
counting on you.
my daily playground right now. And really seeing what role myth, religion, spirituality, belief plays in society. Also with my own work as a counselor and as a teacher. And I think the most corrupt villain in this game is the Holy Grail. It's that thing people believe in so that they don't have to be real people.
Looks like we're both somehow still alive and kicking.
They just award themselves the moral high ground without being a moral high ground in and of itself. And so their whole life is on autopilot.
Okay.
But if we're talking about
Man, this prison cell kind of makes me think
the
of when we
people,
first met. I
right?
remember how Shibuya was all effed up. just like-
Madarame is
like
awful.
Nobody was seeing any of it. No. That's
I
why
actually
didn't
have a
wanna see any of
coworker
it.
who had a
What the
research
hell?
project
So, even all the
stolen
people who are
by
suffering
one
are
of their
cheering for us to come and help them.
professors when they were a
In
doc
reality,
student.
They would have rather just had everything stay out.
And I've had lunch
What
with
we were
this
doing had
colleague
any meaning at all?
50, maybe 100 times. We work right next to each other in the counseling department. Of course it did. And so the idea of a teacher who's in a power
Back when I thought we were
position
gonna
stealing
die,
from their
without learning
pupil
the truth about all this, I kind of felt for the
to
first
cover up
time
their
that
own inadequacies
maybe
as
we
an
hadn't been doing
expert
the right thing. That maybe we
is
deserved to lose.
disgusting.
You get me?
Then again, I feel the same way,
Now that
Ryuji.
I'm thinking about it, I started all this because of how pissed off I was. Maybe it's never been about winning. or anything
Teachers
like
sleeping
that.
with
Maybe all I
students,
was doing was
especially at a
just
high school
continuing my own defiance.
or middle school level, is irredeemable. That's awful. Scrubland Shad!
You're right. I get it now. We're doing this to make sure people don't gotta go through the same
Captain
crap we
Finu
did.
asked a
Doesn't
really good
matter if this
question
were just or
about
not.
which
gotta
of
do what we
the
believe in.
palaces do I feel was the most unjust.
It's not like people think much of me anyways. I'm gonna dash through this the only way I
So,
know
Scrub, what you missed is the boss fight of the game up to this point. We found the Holy Grail
You got me out of
at the
prison.
core of Mementos.
Just like before.
Gigantic
Thanks.
golden cup
It's kind of embarrassing to say this, but
that represents
I'm
the
really glad I
core
met you.
of all the beliefs.
All right, I'm done getting my ass kicked. That shiny bastard acts like it's some kind of god. I ain't gonna feel good till we deal with it. Let's head out. We're gonna take down that asshole, yeah?
And the Holy Grail opened up a can on me and the rest of the Phantom Thieves. And so we're in purgatory right now.
We'll be counting on ya.
Oh, also, Igor in the Velvet Room was being possessed by Satan. Or, no, sorry, by the Holy Grail. So we've been guided by the force of evil the entire game. So, lots of stuff.
You're safe. Oh, thank goodness. Right.
Oh, man. Well, that's really
Considering
surprising
everything that
to
has
me
happened to the
because that
city,
means he probably
I wonder
lied
if
to
citizenry
his
is okay,
dissertation
although
committee.
It seemed like we
They
were
have
the
to
only ones
approve
able to
all
see it.
processes for data collection.
You know, the moment I disappeared, I honestly thought I was about to die. But part of me wasn't afraid. I knew that was all I could do, and looked forward to apologizing to Father face to face. Honestly, I thought I had changed, but I realize now that I still have no control over my life. It makes me sick.
You have to keep fighting.
I'm sorry. I know you don't want to deal with my whining. You're going to try and defeat that thing again, aren't you? Don't push yourself to get me to come along. You can always leave me here if I'll slow you down.
Well, Sheris, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one to hear it, does it make a sound? You control your life now, Haru.
That's right. I was foolish to think you should abandon me. Even if there are times where I think there's nothing I can do, I'll never stop fighting for you or our team.
You know, it's
I
really
won't give up
nice
anymore.
to pick conversational
Just as I betrayed my distorted
choices,
father before, I will betray my boring farmer self now.
and the person you're talking with takes that idea and seizes it and incorporates the meaning about what they seized into their
Thank you,
life
Joker.
immediately.
Before I I met you, I had great
segments of
admiration
video
for the phantom
games
thieves of
like
justice,
this
and it's turned out you were exactly the person
are
I always imagined you
so
would be.
rare when
This
you're
is the second
delivering
time you've
therapy
rescued me.
services to
I've
people.
secretly longed for a situation like this.
You can point things out. Break time's over. You can point things
We
out,
haven't lost yet.
and you can hit the major points home. And logically, you can have the high ground. And they will dodge it because changing is one of the scariest things a person can do. And my favorite.
Oh, Joker. Thank goodness you're safe. You sure are impressive. Huh. So, I'm not in heaven after all.
Well,
that means the hell that Shibuya turned into was all real.
Sheris, I guess the one thing I would take away from that is that the
I'm
happiest
so weak.
word in
When I
that
thought I was
whole
gonna die,
post is
I-
X.
Started trembling. I was just so scared. At that moment,
But that is a
nothing
hilarious
mattered. The
chat
justice of
message
our
too.
actions was the last thing on my mind. Joker, you kept going, even through a plan that might have ended up killing you. Yet look at me. I've always said I'm doing this for other people. But that didn't get me far. It's no wonder we lost. Maybe I should have just behaved myself and stayed out of all this.
No. No, Shiho needed you
That's-
to be a part of
You're right.
this.
I can never abandon her. If I whine like this now, I'd just be betraying Shiho. No. I'd be betraying myself. I could never forget how I felt that day. I never want anyone to have to go through what I did. I've made up my mind. I'm going to keep looking forward. Things like dying or losing aren't important now. All that matters is that I don't return to my old self.
Every
never
day
make a
people
mistake
go
like that
through
again.
that feeling.
I swear it.
But
Thanks,
that's
Joker.
why this world needs the
You helped
Phantom
me remember
Thieves.
what's really important. I seriously treasure being able to be a part of your team. Gotcha, Joker. It would be a disgrace to the Phantom Thieves' name if we didn't
To
take
the
such a great
Lightning
treasure.
Sorks!
We're going to put an end to this, aren't we? Let's go. Oh. Huh?
What is this place?
Who are they?
My name is Igor. I am the master of the Velvet Room.
I am Lavenza, a resident of this place as well. We have been waiting for all of you.
Velvet Room?
My master has just been released from a long period of imprisonment. His powers have not fully returned. Though it may be presumptuous of me, I will speak on his...
Hey, where's Morgana?
Would you like to see him?
Of course we would.
He's right over there.
Oh.
That's where you were hiding?
I was born here. It was to dispel an evil being from man's spiritual world. Mona? My role was to find the trickster and help him defeat it. That's why I was created here by my master.
Indeed.
Oh, that's so great. I'm glad I could be a hindrance to you,
remember everything.
Sheris.
When this place was about to be taken over, my master gathered the last traces of man.
I'm curious about what
and
the other
mustered up
four
his
are
remaining
too.
strength to make me.
The entity that calls itself a god is a malevolent will that forces man into everlasting servitude. It hopes to attain eternal peace by filling reality with those who have stopped thinking for themselves. That is the ruin of man that this evil god envisions.
I, don't get what you're saying at all.
Oh, be quiet and listen. We don't have much time left.
So the reasons are L-A-Z-Y, Dr. Gameology.
Why it had a will of its own, but are you implying that it isn't a treasure?
No. As the distorted desires of the masses, it is most certainly the core of Mementos itself.
Then, did the treasure become a god because people wish to be ruled over?
That is correct. To decide the fate of the world, it chose two people with potential and pitted them against each other. One, Goro Akechi, incited the masses' distortion. Had he won, the world would have been destroyed and remade. The other was a trickster who would stand up against this. That was him.
If he won, the
Hi,
human
Kitty.
world would be left as is. Those were the conditions of the game.
We're getting
At least,
into the deep
that's what should
parts of the game.
That malevolent being knew that a revolution would not occur within indolent humans. After all, it is the masses' distorted desires incarnate. However, my true master believed in humanity. He believed that a trickster would rise among the people and accomplish this change. But that evil entity laughed at the prospect and sought to prove the powerlessness of man with the game. And he
Hey,
had
Rothan.
great potential, which is why it approached him. It helped train the trickster only to cast him into despair, using the masses who rejected their savior. This was likely its means to nip in the bud anything that would pose a threat. Now that I think back to when I was separated, I felt a disagreement to the word rehabilitation. Of course I did. It was just a means for the Fate to keep you under surveillance.
Basically, this guy was dragged into a game where the evil god rigged the outcome.
Damn it! What the hell?
Your real world has already been fused with Mementos. You do not
Captain
exist because
Fenu, thank you
reality
for
is
hanging
replete
out
with
with
the
me
cognition
and
of
for
those
bringing
who
people
deny
earlier in the
entities.
stream. That
It
was
can be
really
said that
nice.
the world is
I
one
appreciate
step away
it
from
so
the evil
much.
god's
Like
machinations.
this much. It doesn't even fit on the webcam.
However, there is still hope. Now that the evil god's identity
And
has been
in honor of
exposed,
you, you made
will
me
see
feel
your
this
rehabilitation
awesome
to
today.
its completion. Only you can leave this prison and save this distorted world and its captive people. Young man, guided by Morgana and worthy of the trickster name, you must challenge the evil god and reclaim
That was
your
for you,
existence
Cap.
in reality. Are you up to the task?
Of course I am.
Let's destroy that annoying shiny treasure jerk for sure this time.
Psyduck! Oh my gosh! Psy, can we spell Psy? P-S-Y, Doc? Super Psy. You might have created a thing.
I am truly looking forward to this.
Our mutual friend knows where the exit is. Morgana, please guide them. And
It's
thank
a
you
it's
for
a
all that you've
feature
done.
inside
It's
Streamlabs.
a cruel responsibility that's been cast upon you.
Not to be confused with Psyduck, which is less awesome. Although
Follow me.
I did get my doctorate because I turned my alarm for an entire year to I want to be the very best like no one ever was. The alarm would go off at 5 or 5:30 a.m. I don't remember which. It was probably 5:30. And that's when I would write. I would make my cup of coffee, go straight to my computer and start writing. All right, what am I doing? Follow Morgana.
This way.
So, Morgana was basically Igor's emergency backup plan as he was getting overtaken by the Holy Grail. He created Morgana to come find me and help me defeat Akechi.
Huh? We're back in Shibuya again? Oh, right. This is where we were when our bodies disappeared.
Seems like people
I
still
would also
haven't
like to
realized
point
that
out,
abnormality has taken over the city.
yes, we're still in Persona 5
You know, we
original.
just came through. If I remember correctly, this is that quarantine cell.
So the beginning part of the stream was
Right.
Avengers
It was actually
Infinity
the
War,
Velvet Room,
even
which
with
had
the
been
snap
swallowed by the
moment.
distortions.
And now we're in the
You
end
did
game.
say you were born in there. It makes so much sense now.
Wait, so if we came out of there, does that mean we're the criminals? No, it's more like him, since he was kept in here.
Most likely, Joker had been under the malicious guidance of the evil god.
T-Lop!
The Velvet Room originally
You
existed
single-handedly
to keep
brought
humanity.
down the Jedi.
After it was taken over, it was sealed
Excellent
inside
work.
that bastard's nest. Inside mementos. Mona, more importantly, you're shining. It's probably because my memories have returned. I know what my duty is.
Good job, T-Lop.
Whoa.
You get a pirate celebration.
Shining? Wait a sec. What's with those weirdly dressed guys?
What happened to my face, though?
I
So
feel
weird.
like I've seen those costumes before.
Oh, aren't they the Phantom Thieves?
Oh, they're
I remember
waking
seeing a
up.
silhouette of them on a jumbo screen in the city.
The Phantom Thieves?
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about them.
And Morgana's glowing.
This is different from how it was before. Do they see us?
It doesn't seem to be everyone, though. Only a handful of people in this large crowd.
Maybe it's Kazumona's light.
Either way, they remember the Phantom Thieves! Oh, the Key of Hope.
Mona, guide us. Where must we go?
Over there. The bastard from earlier should be in that temple.
Alright, we're going up the bone stairs.
Okay, let's get going.
Can you see that further in? That's the temple.
It's nice knowing there aren't gonna be any bullshit traps or nothing this time. Alright, let's get moving.
You know, I wonder... I feel like it would be fun to do the Persona 4 costumes for a little bit. So, I'm gonna do it. What would that be? Yasogami? Let's see, what did I change into? Wait, does he even have one? He doesn't. Treasure chest!
There's a chest! Joker, let's open it! My, this is...
Oh, so he survived.
Yes!
Well, that's good to know, T-Lop.
Careful! Enemy incoming! It's pretty dangerous.
Absconding from your cells is forbidden. Return to your prison post-haste. Those who wish to disturb society shall be slain on the very spot they stand.
You're the one who's disturbing
We're gonna...
it.
I think we're gonna fight a lot of the angels, the archangels, now.
It's useless trying to reason with this guy. Let's beat him and break through here.
There are a couple playlists that have been put together on Spotify that have fan-made versions of the music that are pretty good.
Shall we?
Well, these outfits didn't change the music, so I'm not a fan of that. I like the ones that change the music. Blazing hell. Nice. Okay, so the victory music changed to Persona 4.
What was that? The city! What's going on here?
It seems they finally realized their lives are in danger.
Took them long enough.
I can't believe they didn't notice until the danger was so close to them. Things are going to get even worse from here on out. The entire city has stopped functioning. At least they can still panic for now.
If people still don't act for themselves after seeing all this, I'm sorry, but they're hopeless.
In any case, let's head to the temple.
Okay, well, I'm switching back. Let's see what else I have. Tracksuit? No. Alright, we're just going with normal.
Look, over there!
It seems guards have appeared.
The people in the city recognized us, so it's only natural we draw the enemy's attention as well.
Well, they can bring it on. I'm starting to get fired up.
So, alright, well, go make food, Sheris. Don't need you starving just to watch me stream a game.
I'll reveal your true form.
Instant win. Let's try another.
I'll reveal your true form.
So cool that I can instant win in the final dungeon.
Announcement!
Halt, rebels! I shall not allow
Cleanser
you to
of
continue
Heaven.
forth.
Come on, let's beat this one too. More people should notice the Phantom Thieves if we just make ourselves seen. That's exactly what we want!
$278. 600's much better. Oh. He's getting all kinds of offensive buffs. Myriad truths.
All will be revealed.
Oh, he's gonna be done. He didn't do anything to my crew.
What's going on? Where are the police? Hey!
reason, they just disappeared. They turned into some kind of black fog.
Do I want to fill in the red on the map?
There's a strong one there.
I'll reveal your true form.
Especially since I don't have to fight anything.
I'll reveal your true form. Show me your true form.
Just leveling up. Where is it? Found a treasure chest.
Show me your true form.
Level 90.
I will stop them. I'll reveal your true form.
Now the map is filled in. That just added a little bit to the grind. Alright.
I'll reveal your true form.
Up the ramp.
Show me your true form.
Everyone's getting up to 86, which is really great. Maybe someone will get a weapon upgrade. No. That was a far drop.
Your true form. I'll reveal your true form.
Getting so much. How much money do I have? 8.7 million.
Hold. I bear you no malice, children.
Declarer of Anguish.
Return from whence you came. Proceeding further shall only serve to shorten your lives. I advise you not as a guardian, but out of the mercy of my heart.
Mercy? Don't make me laugh. If you had mercy, you'd never be doing this to the world.
Ah. Even now, thy answer is in weapons drawn. What choice have I in the face of such barbarity? My children's misconduct is mine to absolve, and mine to punish.
I wish I knew the names of these, but I haven't made them myself, so I don't know. Ouch! That was half of my health. That jerk. Full health. 300 damage for physical. Ooh, Futaba with the assist. 900. Everything missed. Oh, here it is. It's over. It's over. Nice.
Does anyone know where my friend is? He was right next to me!
No! A person disappeared right in front of my eyes.
So now we're having a video game parallel to the Rapture concept.
I'm not surprised there are so many.
Which
powerful
also
enemies
is a
here.
major part of the Avengers Infinity
Though they may
War.
not be true servants of God, they do live up to that moniker.
I wonder if the people in the city are okay. I hope so. Given what is happening to this world, nobody can be considered a stranger anymore.
Yeah, that's why we can't lose. There's only one thing we gotta do.
Well said, Lady Ann. Let's keep going.
But in a lot of the societies that have an endgame belief or an endgame myth, that rapture moment is often tied to a morality judgment.
I'll reveal your true form.
The reason Infinity War is so terrifying is because it was random.
Your true form.
And because of that randomness, what Thanos does is unavoidable. It's just, it's not fair. A lot of people find solace in the idea that bad people disappear, good people, you know, stay, or good people disappear as a reward. Bad people stay behind to suffer.
Oh, this is...
Yes.
Who do we got?
Oh, dire revelation.
Apocalyptic Guide.
Never did I expect thee to slay all other archangels. Now only I remain.
Oh, they are going for the Archangel thing.
So that means you're the last one who's gonna get in our way.
Dare thee destroy the very ruler thou wished for? Human arrogance truly knows no bounds.
Not everyone wants that thing ruling over us.
Dost thou long for freedom? Dost thou revel in diversity? Since the dawn of time, man hath failed to quell the strife born of their own liberty. Now they finally seek the guiding yoke of a master's rule. What empty justice seekest thou in defying their wish?
like granting that wish is justice either. How can you say people are free when they're chained up in prisons in this broken world?
Huh.
If someone has lost their way, it's our job to help them.
Now we're
come to their
challenging the
senses.
concept of freedom too.
No sacrilege is beneath thee. For thy ideals thou wouldst profane all that is holy. Thou art beyond all salvation.
Alright, let's fight the apocalyptic guide. Country Maker. Yeah, go Ann.
Amazing, Panther.
Awesome. All out attack. 1800 damage. Hit them all. Look at all that psi swirling. That damage was nothing. Finished. And now we get to enter.
No more of that holy grail shit doing whatever it wants.
Let's go. I'm not sensing any more enemies nearby, Joker. This is probably gonna be our last chance to prep ourselves.
We cannot lose now. Let us ensure we do not have any regrets as we head toward the final battle.
Now then.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh no. Grappling hook for the win. Oh wow. That was quite a show of acrobatics.
Why do you mere humans still dare oppose me?
Stop acting like you're some kind of god. You're just a treasure. Shut up and let us destroy you.
Fools! Do you still not understand? Your actions shall not save a single soul.
It's funny how he called us fools, because he's the Fool Arcana the whole game.
It is that I became a god to begin with.
What is that supposed to mean?
The freedom not to choose. The freedom not to think. If every person pushed the burdens of their lives upon others, nobody would have to act for themselves. And who should be there to receive those burdens?
A giant
Are
golden
you
cup.
saying that's you?
Precisely. Humanity itself wished for the Holy Grail to be a god that would rule over them. If you continue to reject that order, there will no longer be a place for you in this world.
And?
So you wish to reject me, even if it means foregoing praise from those you want to save.
We don't let what others think hold us down anymore.
That's right.
If you are not going to obey, then you shall suffer yet again. I shall bring down the hammer of judgment upon you who dare disrupt my world order.
So, doing something just for the sake of receiving praise often lessens your ability to do it well. Because when you don't receive praise from others, it makes it feel like it was for nothing. When if you did the thing for yourself, that internal gratification, and then other people appreciate it,
If we don't do something about those blood-pumping supply lines,
that's a
things,
much
this will
better
never end.
situation to put your
Our
self-esteem
opponent knows
in.
that too, though. It'll try and stop us if we go straight
That's a
for
much
them.
better bet.
We'll need to send someone in to cut the lines. Then, while they're out, everyone else will have to keep attacking to distract the Holy Grail.
I'll cut those supply lines. Leave it to me.
Yeah, let's let Morgana do it. Oh yeah, that's the setup, T-Lock.
Don't know the power.
Edward! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Phantom Thieves going one-on-one with the Holy Grail.
Regulation. Those who cannot understand must be eliminated.
It hasn't noticed me yet. I'll keep going. Just a little more.
Almost there. Oh, he's on the hand. Alright, let's hit it with something good. Wait, what is Fire Break gonna do? Let's see if it... 900 damage. 800 damage.
Masses that praise the Holy Grail are infinite. Their desires and power in turn grant me immortality.
I'll show you the real desires of the masses. I'm cutting them.
Oh, he got them all.
It worked! How's that?
I am no longer receiving the strength of the inmates. You repugnant rebels.
Hey, Scrub, welcome
Can't
back.
heal itself anymore. This'll be a head-to-head
We're fighting
fight
the
from
Holy
now on.
Grail.
Take it down.
Round 2.
The enemy's charging. It's going to be a big one.
Maybe I should guard, since it's gonna be a big one. That was a good call.
You've got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
Why would I do that?
You're mine.
Oh, that's why. I just did 2100 damage to it.
Witness my resolve. Ha!
Full heal.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's do this. Eat this.
Stop, children of
1800 damage.
you dare wound.
Oh. It's almost over. Futaba! Oh, it's over.
Children of man.
Look, the cells went dark. Level 87. Take your time.
Hey, we did get him, yeah?
Oracle. Oh. It's silent, but I don't know.
What the F is going on? This looks bad, you guys!
Could it be?
What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, Sheris. We're about to see the full power of the Grail.
Holy Grail in its entirety. Is this real?
Guys, pull it together!
Give me a break.
But, to paraphrase Han Solo, so what? It's big. Let's blow it up. There's gotta be a way to do that.
I am the administrator, born of the collective human unconscious. The god of control, Yaldabaoth.
Yaldabaoth.
This is crazy. It's like a building. It was already huge back when it was the Holy Grail.
The administrator must guide mankind toward proper development.
I'm gonna write down Yaldabaoth.
And now that the foolishness of man
I want to read up on it.
it is the administrator's duty to purge them.
You kidding? This is just some kind of rigged game you started!
The foolish masses merely spread indolent thoughts and force the progress of society backward. If left to humanity, the world would slowly meet its demise. Rehabilitation is impossible now.
That doesn't mean humans are evil, though.
Indeed, there are many upstanding citizens. However, they merely take the soul path before them. The act of making decisions is accompanied by nothing but pain.
Well, where did Lovecraft get him from? Or her. It.
Would march onward without a second thought.
Bullshit! You're just forcing your selfish ideas on people.
For a god, you're pretty damn prejudiced. Wouldn't being beaten by humans satisfy
For a
you?
god, you're pretty prejudiced.
Its future depends wholly on my leadership. Those who dare defy this natural order shall be met with punishment raining down from the heavens.
That thing's on a totally different level.
Can we defeat something like him?
This is the best possible outcome. We're fighting against a god who's not holding anything back, right? What bigger target could there be for the Phantom Thieves to tackle? Although, it's still way too big for my liking. All right, I'll give the navigation everything I've got. We can do this if we all work together. Let's take him down!
Crowning our glory by defeating a god. Now that is true art.
We basically just gotta beat that thing, right?
Man, you guys are the best, stupidest group I could ask for.
Fighting a god.
I'm so glad I was able to be a part of
Stupidest group I could ask for. Let's win this.
We'll take it all back. Our future and this world.
Now on the topic of epic. When you know, I've called this game a Pokemon for grown-ups many times during the episodes of streaming. I think this is the 47th episode of me streaming this game.
This guy's behind everything.
In Pokemon, all you do is become the league champion. This is magnificent.
This isn't it.
I don't know its weak point. It's trial and error time.
Yeah, let's go with Myriad Truths to start out. Okay, 1200 damage. 300 damage.
Get ready. Take this.
600.
Shall we?
Stop, you fools. I release upon you the deadly sin of
We're taking down the distorted desires of the population that are entrenched in a religion that's become something it was never meant to be. Well, I trained my entire life for this, scrub. You can keep doing Ember, and I will keep doing Myriad Truths.
It's a surge of lust. The fantasies are blocking everything else.
Lust. I think we need to get rid of that cat's lust problem. Phantom wafers.
Using it.
Good thinking.
Oh, that didn't help.
Hey, now's not the time to get distracted. Persona. Ha!
Scrub, I love Pokemon, by the way. You know what I was trying to say. You're misrepresenting me.
I release upon you the deadly sin of vanity. You have no means of escape, humans. The fraudulence of mankind shall bring forth ruin. Death shall grasp you.
Oh.
All will be revealed.
Let's destroy the arms. Oh, that was good.
I don't know. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Persona. Take this. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
He's not weak to anything.
the deadly sin of gluttony. You have no means of escape, humans. The selfishness of mankind shall...
I was saying I love Pokemon, Scrub. You're misrepresenting what I said. And that's all I said.
A sword this time. Getting hit by that would be dangerous for sure.
It wasn't too late when I said it right after what you said.
Another one? It looks
Your
like
dog's
these cells
barking
made
sounds
body
like a
attacks.
you
So we
problem,
keep
not a
switching up
me
his moves.
problem.
Let's be careful. Gluttony, watch out when you
By
use
the
your
myriad
personas.
truths.
Don't burn the trophy, Scrub. Although that is really sad. The Indigo League was Kanto, which is Generation 1. So that means you've hung your hat on that identity since the late 90s. I mean, come on, Galar region, Kalos. That one in between Galar and Kalos that a lot of people like that I couldn't finish. Alolan. It seems like you've missed a lot of chances to be the champion.
Look! Don't let your guard down. Wrath? No, you gotta
All
listen
will
to
be
me.
revealed.
It's a surge of wrath. You have to try to calm down. Take this.
He's down to 20%.
Eat this. Persona. Behold.
I have Pokemon Moon, but I haven't finished it yet. Oh my goodness.
The abyss of the unconscious yearns for ultimate ruin. You have no means of escape, humans. Punishment shall strike you all as you pass through the gates of destruction.
What's this spike in energy? Some kind of insane attack's coming. Watch out! The enemy's
Okay.
charging. It's going to be a big one.
Alright, well, I'll guard. Okay, let's hope this doesn't wipe me out.
The enemy's charging. It's going to be a big one.
Okay.
By the myriad truths.
Ha!
Return to dust.
Oh, I survived. Futaba! Couldn't have used defense up before the big hit.
Persona. All will be revealed.
What is happening?
This is the power that resists ruin.
Did we do it? No, not yet.
My control shall not bow down to ruin. My control is the ultimate truth of this world.
Okay.
He's strong.
If you're really a god, you should be guiding humans to your ideals. You're destroying them because you can't do that, aren't you? So that you can flaunt your own existence. That's why you were observing us. You had to because the reaction of the masses worried you.
That sounds about right.
I don't know how long you lived, but you're the perfect example of a pain-in-the-ass old man.
You find people like that everywhere.
What drivel?
What is this?
Damn it! I can't see anything!
Do you want to erase us from this world that much? Guys!
Since you've been forsaken by the world, there is nowhere that you can belong.
Since you've been forsaken by the world, there is nowhere that you can belong.
Can't lose like this!
If we lose, the world is...
I need to get back up.
Just because somebody rejects you
My strength.
because of their own
go on.
stuff, their own perception, their own views, that doesn't mean that it was wrong for you to be there. That's a very black and white way
Guess it was impossible in the end.
of thinking.
It was fun while it lasted, though. It's humans against a god, after all.
Do you hear the voices of the masses? They mock you for revolting against a god.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
Not what clubs of desire. Logic dictates that a world filled with them will decline. The sin of rebelling against a god is severe. As punishment, you shall taste pain everlasting.
Not letting that happen.
The attempt, created from the dregs of human hope. It is impossible for a petty existence like you to
Coffee persona, coffee persona. That's what you need, Sheris.
Human hope is a desire too. You better not underestimate it. The Phantom Thieves will yield to no one, no matter who they are. Even if only one of us remains, we'll get back up and fight to the very end. And we'll definitely take the world!
Take the world.
Someone just disappeared.
What the hell? What's going on?
Do something, damn it! Aren't you the police? Please, you have to calm down. Sir, what's going on here?
The number you are trying to call is not reachable.
It's no use. Huh? What was this again? The Phantom Thieves?
Weren't the Phantom Thieves those...
They haven't given up yet.
Can they even do anything about a situation like this?
No, it's impossible. There's no way. Take it down, Phantom Thieves!
Mishima.
Come on! Why do you think they risked their lives all this time? Damn it, you guys, snap out of it! When will you stop running from the truth?
Phantom Thieves. Yes, the Phantom Thieves!
Phantom Thieves!
Oh man, you guys, the bar, it's going up. We're at 35. That assist.
Are you someone who's been charmed by the Phantom Thieves too?
Oh, posture check. I'm actually sitting back completely upright. But
Looks like it's not just us, though.
see, I'm about the same. Alondra Fury Blade, thank you for the follow.
May not look like it.
An epic moment to join
You better win this.
Professor Plays
If I cheer them
with
on,
Dr.
then I'll cheer
Gameology.
them on as much as they need. You've stolen the hearts of this many people. I won't let you lose.
I love this
I can
moment.
tell that you are all capable of standing up against any kind of fate.
You all are truly causing a revolution right now. Go!
Look forward and keep fighting. You taught me that after all.
I cheered you guys on all this time, and I'm gonna keep at it.
You are our last hope. I beg you, finish
Help
this.
me, Phantom Thieves. You're my only hope.
Get back up! Don't lose to that thing!
No matter what anyone says, I believe in you guys! Go for it, Phantom Thieves!
I'm counting on you, everyone. I will believe in you to the very end.
You hear that? Those are the voices of the humans you made fun of. No one wants you to rule over them. Isn't that right?
It's time for the cheering to give us that energy.
But they're cheering for us. Doesn't feel bad.
You don't have to tell us twice.
We won't let ourselves be erased! We're going all out, damn it!
God is the one who creates the world.
I've made up my mind. I will see my justice through for the sake of protecting what I care about.
Morgana.
The same goes for you guys, too. If you've decided to take the world from him, don't compromise your ideals to the very end.
Let's defeat him together!
All right, let's do it.
Hey, God! Foolish humans are praying down there!
Last man standing.
They're praying there's no place for someone like
Phantom
you in this
Thieves
world.
versus
That evil god is final warning.
God? We're saving this world. Alright, I know my webcam's covering it, but we're at 70, 80. Oh, there we go. Everyone believes in the Phantom Thieves.
So you have failed to harness the power. No matter how many prayers of those foolish masses come together.
What the?
Hey, my persona is bigger.
That's... Man, it's huge!
What an immense power. No way. Is it a persona?
I don't believe what I'm seeing. What is that? Is that what Phantom Thieves doing too? That's totally amazing. Keep it up, Phantom Thieves!
Wait, what just happened? Everyone got healed except for me. Rays of control. Oh, we blocked it.
They're insanely strong. They're not just phantom thieves anymore. That's like some super demon lord. So awesome.
I see. If a god plays naughty, then it's a demon lord's duty to punish him. What better way is there for a finale as a trickster? Joker, we're entrusting our strength and the people's hopes to you. Put an end to this.
All right, let's finish this. This is that moment in the hero's journey where all they have to do is step forward and finish it. Apotheosis. Sinful Shell. Oh, look at this. No mask. Just me one-on-one.
Preposterous! You dare all the people's wishes?
And that's the whole. It might be a translation thing too, Tila.
It surpasses my own. A god born from the wish of the masses. So this is the true trickster. Damn that Igor. It seems he wasn't spouting nonsense.
The thorough trickster. All right, T-Lop. Continue the journey, my friend.
Thanks for everything, gang. Mona-chan? Mona? Humans have the power to change the world. They just forgot about that a bit.
Hey.
Thanks to you guys, I was able to complete my duty.
Everything was thanks to you. Wasn't it, Morgana?
Thank you.
I got to be useful for humans that I admired so much. Nothing could make me happier. This place will soon disappear, too. Time to go home.
You know, if we take the Christian faith system, Morgana just played the role of Jesus.
What is this?
You know, the insurance policy to save humanity when it's about to be lost by the perversion of its own faith system. You know, that's the switch that happened going
Looks like the rain stopped.
from Judaism into Christianity. That's interesting too.
So beautiful. Yeah.
My word.
The whole world is a product of cognition, not just the metaverse. It can be freely remade. The same goes for you and everyone else.
Dude, Mona!
This can't be happening!
Nope, you can't
Soon a
be
new
with
world will
Morgana right now.
One where mankind isn't held captive. The world will shine brightly as long as you hold hope in your hearts.
But what's going to happen to you?
Remember, there's no such thing as the real world. What each person sees and feels,
I
those are what shape
do.
reality. This is what gives the world infinite potential. Even if you feel that only darkness lies ahead, as long as you hold hands together, see it through as one, the world will never end.
Maybe I should get an
The world
emote done
exists within all of you.
of that one smile we get from Ben Solo. You know, that kind of is the feeling.
Morgana.
Mona.
And then Mona
The
raised up into the heavens.
It's gone.
Right.
Mementos must have disappeared too. We can't see Mona anymore, can we?
Who knows?
It's fine. I already know the answer.
What are y'all so gloomy for? Mona would laugh at us for it.
That reminds me. What about the public? Were we able to change their hearts?
I'm gonna be late for my date!
All alone on Christmas, huh?
It's kinda hard to tell.
Aren't we going into the new year without a prime minister? Will this country be alright?
But there's no way we're getting Shido. There are tons of shady rumors about him, you know?
I wonder how things will go. I hope they go well. Let's believe in the adults. Sis promised us, after all.
From here on out, it's the prosecutor's job, huh?
If we can't enter the metaverse, that means we've been relieved of being phantom thieves.
It feels a bit sad.
What did I just say? We gotta stop being so gloomy. Look at that insane ass we just kicked.
You're right. We should be
Ryuji.
celebrating with a victory toast.
Well, we're still high
That
schoolers,
was great.
so we can't really drink a real toast.
Oh, what if we tried something else? Like, what do athletes do after a win? You mean a huddle? We could all circle up and give a victory shout together. Sounds good. Except for the part where we're in the dead center of Shibuya, surrounded by tons of people.
What? You wanna do it here and now?
Come on, Ryuji, get with the program.
I too am disappointed. After all we've been through together, you've nothing left to lose with this.
Hey, speak for yourself. I've got tons of shit I could lose. Fine, let's get this over with.
This is a
Everyone,
great
put your hands in.
conversation.
Don't you think this is a little too overt?
Yeah, can we hurry this up? I don't mind yelling, so long as we make it quick.
Well, this celebration is going great. Whatever. Joker, you lead off with this.
Got it.
It would only feel natural for you to take the charge.
When he gives our victory,
It's
cry,
about
we all
responsible
follow with a
storytelling,
super
though,
loud,
Sheris.
Yeah. Got it? All right. 1, 2.
Oh, what do I pick? Yeah, we did it.
Yeah!
We captured your hearts feels a little bit more on the taunting side.
That actually made me feel a bit better. It's like everything's finally over.
You may be right there. The more I think about it, the more pressure I realize we were really under. I hope we can relax at least a little now.
It's chilly.
It's snowing.
No wonder it's cold.
Is this what they call a white Christmas?
It's still Christmas Eve. Christmas. I completely forgot about it.
Oh no, Christmas shopping!
We'll have to see what happens for now. We should probably break for today. Let's meet at LeBlanc tomorrow and have a final meeting on the situation.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hey, it'll be Christmas, so why don't we do a last celebration party?
I like the sound of that. There better not be anyone that's got plans already.
It's settled then.
Make sure you persuade Boss to let us reserve the store for the party.
Sure thing.
We will be counting on you. Well then, see you all again tomorrow.
I'm worried about Sojiro, so I'm gonna head home.
We should go home too.
Man, it's gonna be so exciting next stream. "97.5 hours you guys have been watching me play Persona 5. That's a really long time. Do I have a mental health moment in me? So many different things we talked about today. So many. What do I want to talk about? Motivation. Let's do it. Mental health moment time. With cheerful Persona 5 music going on. Alright, mental health moment is locked in. The timer is going. Welcome everyone to Dr. Gameology's Twitch channel or YouTube if that's where you're watching it. This is Dr. Kaufman if you know me from a classroom. Dr. Gameology if you follow me through gaming. And we have just experienced a major triumph in Persona 5 Golden. I want to thank everyone who got to watch it with me. Now, during the epic battle, we started talking about what makes something worthwhile for a person, what makes things matter, what helps us take that journey from where we are to our self-actualized optimization of character and our own personal ideal. And that motivation is why we will get up in the morning, live our life a certain way, and get involved in the different challenges that we're exposed to. One of the things that holds people back that I talk with all the time, remember, who am I talking with? Friends, family, students, and clients. Just basically, part of the human condition is doubt. And the counter to doubt is hope. When we have hope, we're able to go into things with the idea that a good thing will happen. But then how do we measure that good thing? Well, it really depends on what motivates us. Some people go to work so they can make money. Money is a powerful motivator, but it is an extrinsic motivator. That means it's outside of ourselves. Therefore, if you do a good job at work, but you don't get a bonus, you don't get a raise, or the money you earn doesn't quite make it comfortable for you to live in terms of the bills you need to pay and the food you have to eat, then it can be very possible to do an excellent job and really grow as a person, but still feel very empty and worthless. And that's because your only motivation is out here. But if we are intrinsically motivated, then it doesn't matter what happens outside of us in terms of motivating us to keep doing it. The powerful thing that's happening inside us makes it so we will continue to find enrichment for ourselves through doing it. Some of this is self-esteem, some of us is just believing in the value of the thing that we are doing for ourselves, for our growth. So for example, I used to stream games and get really involved in how many viewers I had. And when I have viewers, it's really nice. When I have people to talk with in the chat, it's amazing. And that's where the magic happens. But when I added the mental health moment to my streams, that brought a collision between Dr. Kaufman and Dr. Gameology. They became the same thing. And I started to realize it doesn't matter how many people watch me live or how many views I had or how many new follows. Those numbers are nice, but they're outside of me. They are an external force that I ultimately have no power over. The thing that makes me feel excited to play games is the ability to share a message and give it to people. And my action of giving the message to people is intrinsic. It's something I do control. A lot of problems that we face with depression, anxiety, addiction, hopelessness, and all of these negative forces that can impact the way that our life feels like it's flowing, they are outside of us. We're basing our success condition on things we do not control, and we're losing sight of the things that we do. So, for example, if you want to be an author, sit down and write, and just write, and share it with people, and do a focus group with your friends and get feedback. But write because you want to, not because you want to sell a book. Because if you're writing because you want to, that story can mean something to you. But if you're only writing to sell 1,000 copies, then you probably won't finish the book, because that thing inside you that needs to happen in order for you to keep that motivation up doesn't depend on you at all. And we can talk ourselves out of doing it because of the fear that we won't accomplish that other goal. So extrinsic motivation can be a powerful thing, and some of it is important. It gives us a resource, and it helps us to wake up and get into life and earn that resource. But intrinsic motivation completes the experience. And it's important to pay attention to what those things are. What are the things that I do that are truly meaningful inside of me? And if I can share that with other people from time to time, they will see it and they'll be able to feed off of that hope. And so don't despair, have hope, and don't just do things because of a reward you might be able to chase. That reward is inside of you. And if you can find it, then eventually good things out here will happen too. And that is the mental health moment, coming straight from Persona 5 Royal. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Just look around your life and find those opportunities for hope. And then just do it. Or as Yoda would say, do or do not. Alright? So let's just spend a little bit more time having hope and doing for that intrinsic motivation to build. This was the Mental Health Moment from Dr. Gameology. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'm really happy with that mental health moment. I'll have to clip that into a highlight and put it in my classes today. Really excited that Persona 5 Royal was able to give that to us. And thanks everyone for watching. We're at a save point, so whenever I load this save point, the cutscene will continue. And I'm assuming it's a pretty substantial cutscene because the game asked me, would you like to save here? Alright, so I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, find that hope, be your own Phantom Thieves, and continue the journey.